What's happening, Wisdom Warriors? Back at it for another video. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I dropped a video earlier, a short. I actually dropped two of them and I changed one of them. Actually deleted one and then left the other one. And, I wanted to kind of discuss the power of love and how powerful love is. And I kind of want to go into detail on that today. I kind of want to share, how how love can heal, love can move mountains, love can change a dark day into a bright day. How you know just smiling at someone or opening the door, this raises vibrations. It literally, I mean, because you have to understand, as I talk about this a lot, and as I've talked about the book David Hawkins writes, well, multiple books that he has, but a lot of it is based on frequency and vibration, and how the vibration and power of the word love, and how not only the word love, but how different words emanate different vibrations and frequencies all across the earth. And how when you actually speak and I say lower vibrational words because there is negative lower vibrational words that actually feel low, like don't feel good in the body necessarily. And then you have ones that you speak that feel better, like joy and happiness and love, and they have a lighter feel to them versus fear and darkness and evil and greed and manipulation and all those types of things. And just saying negative things towards somebody else actually doesn't feel good in the body versus saying love, and it rolls off the tongue better, and you just feel good saying it. You feel good in the body. And how smiling at somebody can shift so many vibrations, so many levels across this entire earth. And even saying like constantly to like a piece of technology, like actually, I just want to mention this because me and my brother who we're working on a podcast with, who I'm working on a podcast with, we were talking about this, and I've heard this not only through him, but there is a study that somebody did and they put out, where they put I heard somebody say that they put like rice in a glass jar, multiple ones, and then they left one in a room where they were speaking kind of, I guess, lower vibrational words or frequencies or something to that effect. I don't know the full story. I don't want to give misinformation, but I do know that the foods that were in the different jars, some of them were alive, the other ones weren't. One of them I think was creating mold, and different toxic toxins were forming around that food. And so there is power to the words. There's power to what comes out of your mouth in any magnitude, whether you say it towards an individual or you say it towards a piece of technology. That technology is energy just like we are. It may not physically speak and talk back to you in the way that we do, but it's learning. It's AI, and it's actually learning, and that's why they have robots and things like that. But everything on this planet is energy, and everything will eventually, if everything got destroyed, it would disintegrate into the earth, just like we do. Just like if when we get buried, we turn to ashes, and we kind of disintegrate into the earth. We're all from the same thing. We're all energy, and energy can be created but never destroyed. And I know you would never think that your car is the same as you. I mean, if you speak to it, an individual that I follow, and I have gotten many of her books, Louise Hayes, if you've never heard of her, she has many CDs, audio stuff. I mean, just countless amounts of content that was put out. And she spoke on something I was listening to. I think it was maybe on the YouTube, or it was some kind of audio thing that I heard. And she spoke about that every day you should speak before you get into the car that you drive ahead of you positive things. And that will impact your drive ahead of where you're going to go. And like you say, I love my car. I send you such good vibrations. Good things are going to happen to me on this journey that I'm going to take this morning on my way to work. Like, you speak these loving affirmations ahead of you getting in the car and going to wherever you're going, whether it be work or a doctor's appointment or a friend's house. You can speak ahead of that. Oh, I'm going to have a wonderful time when I arrive at my friend's house, or my family member, or my romantic partner's house, right? And the more you do this, you're sending those vibrations ahead of you, and you're speaking positivity out into the ether, out into the universe, and the thing is, man, it's easier to say negative things and be in that lower frequency than it is to speak positive things, and because of the way we've been conditioned, the way we've been brainwashed and manipulated, we've been conditioned that negative is easier, and it feels simpler than actually giving somebody a hug or telling them you love them. Because for some reason we all have been separated from that, or disconnected from it, and disconnected from God, from source, from divine, and so it doesn't feel normal, or it doesn't feel like natural to have connection to God or divine or source. It feels more natural to be disconnected, but yet at the same time sucks and feels fearful, and you feel separated from everyone. You feel separated from yourself. You feel separated from God, and it doesn't feel good. And yet love and the whole love vibration feels so much more like amazing, but yet negativity feels more amazing because of the mainstream media. Just everybody speaks negative. I remember talking about this when I was growing up as a kid, and why kids gravitate to the negative, because it's normalized. It's more normalized to watch porn and be addicted to porn and be addicted to drugs or drink alcohol or do any of these bad things. You're not going to actually talk to your friends about, oh, I'm going to go home and do my homework. Oh, I'm going to go home and hug my parents. I'm going to tell them I love them. No, you're not going to say those things to your friends when you're in high school and middle school and elementary school. It's not normalized. You'd be like considered a loser. And I was actually talking about this years ago on some other channel I was on. I keep forgetting the name, and I think I said it on here a few times. Damn, I just had it on my tongue. Haven't you ever had that where it's like right there and you're about to say it and then it just disappears? If I think of it, I'll let you know. But I was on live on there, and I remember talking about this and saying how when we were kids, and I'm sure you can relate, that in order to be accepted in the groups, in these groups with kids, like being accepted by them, you talk about stealing, and oh, I stole from my parents, or I stole from this grocery store, or I just copped some weed, or a bottle of alcohol, and you bring that, and like that's accepted and normalized. You're not going to tell them, oh, I went home and meditated, or I read a book, or I found spirituality, or I found God, or I'm meditating or doing yoga. You're not going to talk about that. You're going to talk about the bad things you did, the rebellion, the negative stuff. That's just what society has done, normalized all of the negative crap. So what has happened, the ones of us who have grown up around it our entire life, it's easier to gravitate to the negative and the negativity than it is to speak positive things and to say good things and to say loving things and to open the door for somebody and smile and wave and talk about good things that happen to you. Again, you don't want to negate the negative things or the bad things too, because it's all a part of us. And that's not bad either. But when you're putting poisonous things in your body and you're maybe robbing from someone else or stealing, that is kind of negative. Not kind of, it is negative. And that's not something you want to normalize or emphasize about and tell your job, yeah, I just robbed a liquor store. You know, like, you're not going to, I mean, and that's not a part of all of us, because all of us aren't doing that. But we are connected and we are one, you know, in the collective consciousness. So if somebody else is doing that, that's a part of the consciousness, the collective consciousness, because we all are connected and all are one. So, you know, just because you didn't physically go in there and rob that liquor store, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's not a part of humanity or the war or the different things that are happening all over the place, and then people blame and say you did this and you did that, when in actuality we're all connected. It's all part of the collective consciousness, you know. And so we've become so used to separating each other and dividing each other, and, you know, you're one party and I'm another party, and you like this and I don't like this, or you like this and I like that, you know. And whereas we're all one and we're all connected and we're all in this journey and on this journey together as one, even though the ego makes us seem like we're separate and like, oh, I have my own physical body and I'm doing this by myself, you know. And that's such an illusion, and that's such a lie, and it sucks because it's not really truly what it is and what we are. We are one and we are connected and we're not separate. But all these different things out there, religions, you know, media, all these different things are continuing to try to divide us and separate us, when I feel like we're all coming back together. We're all walking each other home to ourselves. And then to realize that we are love. We are all love. And the more love we can spread, the faster we're going to shift humanity. We're going to shift the earth, and we're going to shift the consciousness. And we're going to we're moving into a state of balance and harmony. Because I keep seeing visions and I keep getting downloads that we are moving in a way where we're balancing the masculine and the feminine. And not only are we doing it within ourselves, but we're coming together with these divine connections that are going to balance the masculine and the feminine by one person being balanced in one way and the other person being balanced the other way, and then coming together to bring that balance to the entire collective, the entire whole of humanity. And I'm seeing it more and more, and not only myself, but in so many others. How much more balanced we're starting to become. How much we're going in nature and we're figuring out things we can do to balance ourselves, which then essentially balances everyone out as a whole. You're not only doing it for yourself, but then when you do it for yourself, you're showing love to yourself, and then not only that, but it's reflecting it out into the universe. And then everyone begins to emanate that and to start doing that. And then you're starting to like do less on video games, and then the way you're balancing that out is you're going out in nature a little bit, and then that balances the scale, you know. And then maybe you're putting better food in your body, and then that balances the scale. And all these different things that we're doing for self-love, in actuality, we're we're mirroring it to the planet, and it's so beautiful, man. I'm getting chills as I describe this all to you all. As I explain it, it's so beautiful to see. Yes, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It could. It could if we all harness the power of love. It could happen really fast. And I want to come back to like how we all are chosen, and we're chosen ones. And I dropped a video yesterday on this, and I think a short. And we literally are all chosen ones. We've been chosen to come here. Of course, we agreed, but we were chosen. And I said it on previous videos, so if you didn't hear it, then I'm repeating it. How many spiritual beings on the other side are waiting in line that want to come here, that want to reincarnate so bad. And yet so many of us take it for granted and don't realize what a miracle it is to be here in a physical body and have physical touch and have experiences that we have. That we get this experience that if we never came here, we would never even know it even existed. And we have to come back to the fact that this is a miracle to be here, and that don't take it for granted. Literally think about how many souls want to come here. It's just not like an open door policy where millions of souls are just coming, like incarnating. You have to wait. You leave. You have to wait. Yeah, you could try to come back. I've heard different things from Dolores Cannon that there is souls that try to immediately want to come back, and it's kind of, you have free will, but it's kind of like frowned upon because you need time to heal. And that's the sucky part. A lot of souls, they leave the body and then they want to come right back in because it's the physical experience. It's tasting food, it's hearing, it's feeling, it's seeing, it's touching, it's hugging, it's holding someone's hand that you love, that you truly love. Because a lot of souls and a lot of human beings here on this planet are in relationships that they don't want to be in because of maybe trauma and patterns that they have, that they're playing out. And they're not really happy in that relationship, but they just stay in it because maybe they have kids, or maybe they just don't want to start all over again, so they just force themselves to be in that situation that really doesn't serve their highest good. And it sucks because you're losing out on the experience. You're losing out on the experience to be with somebody that you truly love and that you care for, and to have those experiences like an orgasm together, and making love together, and hugging and kissing and touching and going on a trip together and eating good food together. All of these things, you don't have that. And my dad said that. He came through in that channel, and that's the one biggest thing that he said is all he wants to do is fucking hug somebody. And we take this for granted, and we don't do it, and we're against it, and we avoid it because of hurt, pain that we had in our past. And he said, take the luggage that you've been dealing with and leave it at the door before you leave your house, and go out into the world on a clean slate each and every day, because when you leave the body, you're going to regret it. I promise you that. I am going to repeat this over and over and over again and drive this home about how amazing it is to be here in this physical body and experience what we are experiencing. I thought about it as a kid. I thought about it throughout my life. Yes, I've had difficulties. Yes, I've had massive challenges. Yes, I've had massive hardships. But that doesn't negate the fact that I am so truly grateful for being here and even being able to speak on this camera to you all and create this amazing, beautiful community to share my life experiences. And that how grateful we are. And if we drop and let go of the fear, that we have nothing to fear about. Because we have, as long as we are connected to God and Source and the Divine, we have nothing to fear. We are protected and guided. It's just the conditioning and the things we've been told and the old programs and the old paradigms. And there's nothing wrong with you sitting with and saying there's nothing I can change about this fear, and just feeling it and experiencing it, but not letting it stop you from having the full experience in this physical body as you could actually have. Because that's what fear does. It paralyzes us. And then we don't do the things we're here to do. If I didn't come on here 260 something videos prior and over 2 to 5 years ago, which I feel like set the stage for me to be here and speak now, and to now doing collaborations, and to now doing podcasts with others, I would have never probably done any of it. I would have been too scared. I was scared at the time 5 years ago. I had to watch everything, make sure I looked good, and I was scared to get on a live and answer questions. And now I'm in a whole different state of mind. I've done exuberant amount of healing and moving through trauma and pain and going through so many difficulties in my life that has got me to where I am now. And I wouldn't take back any of it other than I wish I would have been doing it sooner. And that's exactly what my father said about dating. You don't want to get to the point where you say, damn, this is so much easier than I thought it was. Right? And because of all the heartbreak and the hurt and the pain, I shut myself off. And now all these years went by, and like he said, it goes by like the blink of an eye. It's so quick, yet it feels like forever, but it really is not. And you want to harness that, and you want to take note of that, and you want to experience all of it. You don't want to get to the end and leave the body and be like, damn, I regret that I didn't experience all of it. I didn't get to experience all of it like I could have, because I let fear paralyze me. So if you could take nothing from this video, if you take nothing from this video, take that. Experience all of it, man. And say to yourself, I'm not going to let fear paralyze me anymore. There's nothing to fear. God is protecting me. Divine source, whatever you want to call it, the universe. You have guides, you have a team, you have God on your side. Jesus, whatever you want to call it. It's all one and the same as far as I'm concerned. And at the same time, I don't want to downplay what you look at as your God or your divine or your universe. You call it whatever you feel is best for you and whatever you resonate with. But if I can drive one thing home, that don't take this life for granted. Experience all of it. And don't let fear paralyze you. Because this is the life that you're present in right now. And you have so much you can free yourself of if you let go of fear and you align with God's source, divine, the universe, and you say, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to align and have faith and trust that everything is happening for my highest and greatest good, that I am protected, that I am being guided. And when you do that and you lean into that and you surrender and let go of all of it to the universe, to let the universe unravel it the way it's supposed to be, you will see how smooth and freeing your life becomes. You will see the magic will start happening, the synchronicities. I'm seeing it for myself. I just got done this morning collaborating with somebody from across the pond in Australia. I mean, it's mind-blowing how we even connected, and that we both are going to bring and merge our worlds together to bring content to you all and add this new vibe to this channel and to just and his channel. And I said to him this morning when we were doing the recording and after, buckle up, man, because this is going to be an amazing ride. There is so much that I have prepared. And we're co-creating. We're creating with the universe. Me and him are co-creating with the universe, and we're creating something that has already been done, but in a new way. And we're bringing something new, but that has already been created. And that's what I've been downloaded and told that I'm here to do: create things that have already been created, but in a new way, bringing it in a new way. And I'm getting chills down my spine and everywhere in between them, and watching my dad right across the way there in the photo smiling, and knowing that he's right here in this room with me as I record this, and he's bringing this content, he's bringing everything through me. And it's so beautiful, man. It's so beautiful that I get to do this every day. I'm so grateful and thankful, and I love you all so much. And I'm so truly grateful for being given the opportunity to be here, no matter the ups and downs, the roller coaster rides, the deep depressions, the deep anxieties, the panic attacks, the struggles with addictions. The list goes on and on. And yet, if I didn't go through all of it, I wouldn't be here in front of this camera right now, sharing my journey and my experiences and how I got here to where I am right now. I love you all so much again. Thank you so much for your contributions to the channel. I have a Discord, which is in the description. I have an email you could reach out to me if you want to collab or you just want to talk with a like-minded individual. Shoot me an email, shoot me a message on Discord. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I love you all so much. I'm truly blessed and grateful to be here on this planet, on this earth, recording these videos for you all, and just living the full expression, full authenticity, full transparency, full vulnerability. And just as I go forward, I'm making vows to just experience life to the fullest, man. As I clean up my internal and heal internally, it's mirroring in my external. And I'm seeing the changes happen externally. And it's so beautiful. And I'm so thankful, man. So I love you all again. Thank you again. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and just take care of yourself and each other, man. And love one another. Spread love. Spread kindness. Smile at someone. Hug someone. Have that physical touch. From my heart to yours, take care of yourselves, man. And I will see you in the next one. Until next time, let's go, Wisdom Warriors. We got this.